For those who think the mass proliferation of electric, hybrid, and increasingly efficient gasoline-powered vehicles has put an end to the horsepower wars, you would be wrong. Because Cadillac just handed us the keys to the third-generation CTS-V, which sports a 640 horsepower, 6.2-liter supercharged V8 that also throws down 630 pound-feet of torque. Of course, logic would dictate that 630 pound-feet of torque sent exclusively to the rear wheels means that the CTS-V hooks up about as much as someone who's reached level 90 in World of Warcraft. However, thanks to a smartly tuned electronic rear-limited slip differential, specially designed half shafts, and Michelin Pilot Supersport tires with 295s out back, that's not the case. Grippy. And unlike previous iterations, you don't get any wheel hop when you mash the gas pedal from a standstill. Nice and seamless. Another surprising fact about the latest CTS-V is how comfortable and refined it is for something billed as a serious performance car. In touring mode, the magnetic ride suspension is firm, but by no means punishing. The $2,200 optional Recaro bucket seats are perfectly comfortable around town, and the cabin is impressively quiet. Building on that last note, the cabin is quiet until you reach 3,500 RPM mark, at which point an electronic baffle in the exhaust system opens up and infuses the cabin with that sweet V8 sound. As a mid-sized luxury sports sedan that tips the scales at over 4,100 pounds, you might not think it's particularly capable on the track, but it is. Yes, this is a car that can sprint from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and reach a top speed of 200 miles an hour, but around corners, it's totally manageable. The electrically assisted steering feels, well, electrically assisted, but that's not necessarily a criticism. There's no evidence of on-center slack, and the steering wheel transmits just enough information to let you know what the front tires are doing. Bucking the trend of outfitting high-end performance cars with capable, yet insanely expensive, carbon ceramic brakes, the CTS-V makes use of a more conventional setup. This, of course, doesn't mean that the CTS-V lacks stopping power. But it does lack 6-point harnesses. Anyway, what I'm getting at is that this braking system, which is comprised of 390mm front rotors and 6-piston calipers, provides all the pucker power you could possibly want, plus really good heat dissipation. Another added benefit of utilizing iron rotors instead of the carbon ceramic variety is that at normal daily driving when your brakes are cold, the brakes actually work. Now when it comes to shifting duties, all CTS-Vs make use of the same 8-speed automatic transmission that can click off gear changes in a mere 150 milliseconds. Now, while that might seem impressive on the surface, there is a noticeable delay between the time you depress the paddle shifter and the time the actual gear change occurs. Then again, when you're in the regular automatic mode, the transmission does a really good job of holding the appropriate gear around a racetrack. I know it seems a little strange to talk about the price when I'm in the middle of a hot lap, but I'm going to do it anyways. With a starting price of $84,000 including destination, the latest CTS-V undercuts its closest rivals like the Mercedes E63 AMG and BMW M5 by at least $10,000. All things considered, that's not a particularly outrageous price for a super sedan that's potent on the racetrack and genuinely comfortable on the street.